We're live.
Oh god.
What are you doing?
Alright, so we got the dung beetle line, and then we ran out of fuel. Okay, so I don't know if she goes straight. I don't know anything. We just pulled her in here. Got done. I need like a stick. I used to have like a stick of the dung beetle to be able to measure the distance between, because it's got that foam in it. Here you can see the foam. So yeah, there might be some fuel in there, but I want the stick to know.
Oh, we got comments coming in. People saying hi.
Oh, hi. How you doing? How you doing? You want me to get the manager? You guys got a problem? You want me to get the manager?
What do you mean, a stick? That's a big ass stick right there. Hmm.
I actually wonder if he's going to use this or if he even knows he has this.
Oh, jeez. I didn't know you knew karate.
Yeah. And we got fuel. That's how I test it. And then I put the stick in there so I know where it is. That's good. Here. In the funnel section. I think we're good there.
We got fuel.
That's alright. We're good there. Man, is there any way to crack that door?
We can crack the door.
I'm gonna try to prime it, start it.
Okay.
She's got. I still want these fumes, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's enough.
Ooh.
We got numbers. You got any numbers?
No. I got a lot of comments, though.
Oh, what did they have to use?
Just saying, hey.
Poll.
Killed it at Mega Race last night.
Oh, they watched Mega Race.
Yep. Oh. Farm Bird is sexy.
Okay, it is sexy. We'll look at that here in a second.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll ask, if you guys have questions, we're going to keep this going for a little while. Throw them down. It's kind of an after Mega Race sobriety. Okay? So that's what it is.
Where's Farm Truck?
He's probably at a garage sale.
Garage sale?
Yeah.
I'm going to start this thing up.
We got, power on.
On.
Oh, you like that? You like that street car? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Ain't no pro mods allowed. I don't even know what that means. I'm going to prime it again. 1 second. You can hear that pump. Man, that thing sounds loud.
Look at that dash.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh, wait, here we go.
Oh! Yo, mama's so fat. What? Whoa, my sheep one laughed but down and cracked up? I don't know what that means. Oh, it says poor connection.
Yeah.
I think we're fine.
You know how much torque this thing pushes out?
How much torque? It makes about 410 foot-pounds to the rear tires.
Mm.
It's good. We don't need to get crazy with it.
Oh, yeah, she starts.
That's all we needed her to do. Just want to make sure she's got the fuel all the way through the line. Alright, and then she's got a little air filter.
Do a little off here.
Oh yeah, you gotta turn it.
Ah!
Oh, somebody already got it. Dang, somebody's ahead of me. And then there's that over there.
This guy's ears started bleeding because you started the dung, and he was wearing headphones.
Oh, let me do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's I'm sorry. Don't wear headphones during the video, guys. And then there's that.
Susie.
There's this thing that got left behind.
Susie. What is she doing? Hey.
She's trying to tell us she wants in the door.
You want over there?
She's trying to find farm truck. Hey! We're talking to you, and we're live right now on the tube view. Okay? We're live right now. Okay? And what do you do? What do you do with the live? What do you do? Don't get too close to her face.
She'll bite you. Here, let's get close to that face.
Okay.
Oh!
She does not like us.
No.
She's kind of stinky. She's kind of stinky. Your dad doesn't believe in baths. Hey.
Dirt baths.
Hey.
All right, so we got the farm bird.
Yep. You wanna show them the.
Oh, the goods. The goods.
I'll just toss it right on the hood there. Yep. Then we'll go back.
Okay. Let me see here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let me
Here,
flip that.
Oh, you got it? Oh, you flip it?
Yeah. If it stays up. Ha!
That's pretty good.
All right.
We're just gonna toss it on top. Yep. Yep. Up and then over.
Okay.
And man, this is pretty much it. It took us, I guess when they first told us that we were racing Aaron. So Aaron quit gas monkey in the middle of it. It was supposed to be, we didn't even know we were going to race the monkeys. We hadn't even heard about that yet. They were going to race their whole of racing the monkeys. So once it got brought to us, once it got car builder, so we didn't. We started with the wrong car. We started with the Malibu, which we called the Malibus on the show. We thought that was going to be a cheap build, that was going to be easy, and it wasn't. We kind of got over our heads on the deal, and by pure luck, man, I truly believe that there's a little. I'm not a real superstitious or highly religious individual or even spiritual, but there's almost like a piece of fate that told us that this was the car that we needed to buy and build. And it just so happened to be. What's weird to me is like the episode. If anybody watches Fast and Loud, the episode before the mega race aired, I think it was even one of their finales. It was either the finale or the episode before that. Richard Rawlings goes out and tries to find one of his high school cars, which is a Pontiac Firebird, and then before that, he finds a 76 numbers matching Firebird. And then after that, Chief buys another Crow, builds it. It's also Pontiac. And then by pure fluke, we decide that the Malibus is way too much work, and we find a Pontiac. I just think that there's something weird about that. And this car was actually listed in the wrong state, like Georgia, a southeastern state, and he had listed it in Oklahoma for whatever reason. And we found it. And the only reason I saw it was because it was orange, and it stood out, had some numbers on the side at the time. And I was like, man, this is already a road course autocross style car. It's much further along than what we started, and it wasn't complete. And what was complete needed to be redone, but it was still closer than the Malibus. So man, we started to get to work on it about 20 days in, and had no time. We kept the motor to 455. It's the original block. The T10, I don't know if the T10's original. It's a 4-speed. That might have been replaced. I don't think it's original. The clutch obviously isn't. The drive shaft, the suspension. The bottom control arms are still the same. That's something we mentioned. The spindles and the stock control arms, the top ones were not in good condition. And so we got those bad boys from QA1, and they helped us replace those in a hurry without having to find replacements. The motor was rebuilt in no time by Advanced Engine Machine in like 7 days, which is we asked too much of him most of the time, so we appreciate that. The carburetor we had laying around, NX gave us 2 kits, a couple bottles. Man, so much could have gone wrong, but it didn't in the build. It all went pretty smooth. I had a couple shakedown runs just to see if she would go, but we loaded her up on the trailer and headed out to Fontana, California, and waited on Erin. And this is the car pretty much as it sits from when we got done with it. We really haven't we've made no changes other than to add stickers to it. Just to thank the people that have helped us. And a lot of people wonder, like, why are you putting stickers on the car? Why you're going full factory? But man, there's only one way when we're not in constant communication with these companies that have helped us. Evans, what they give us radiator. They give us coolant. So all these people that think that there's these big sponsors that are trying to help it, and there's no money in it. There's just the lack of money having to be spent to get the car built sometimes. And a lot of these guys, we just had stickers. They didn't even help out the car, but we just wanted to say thank you. And whenever you guys watch the show, or you watch these guys race at a track and you see these stickers on it, just know that they're trying to say thank you to the companies that gave them parts or gave them a little bit of a discount, or maybe they didn't help them at all. Maybe they just helped them at the track while they were pitted next to them. For whatever reason, don't look at the stickers as a negative. Look at it as a positive that the racers are trying to just say thank you and give back a little bit of self-promotion and co-promotion for the companies that have helped. It's nothing but positive stuff. So I see that a lot. I see people talking smack on the decals, and there's really no reason for that.
So how many horses is this thing pushing?
It made about 515. It's a little over 5, give or take. It was like 515, 520, something like that. It's got a 373 gear in it. It's got the stock center section and axle tubes, which we broke. One thing about I don't know if Farm Truck talked about it when he broke on the autocross course, the axle tubes. So those axle tubes essentially are just welded onto the center section of the rear differential. And over time, whether the metal gets soaked with fluid or oil, or they just get old and you beat on them, those axle tubes they'll break the welds, and they'll just twist in there, and that's what happened. And we broke it once out there at the drag strip. I heard it break, and then we welded it back, but the welds didn't hold, and then we broke it again right after the first turn once Farm Truck was making a pass. So the axle tubes literally twist, and the car goes to the right. So you hit the gas, the car's going to go to the right because the way the tubes twist, it's going to send it into like a rear steer. And if you rewatch Mega Race in the autocross, the car around every single corner turns to the right. In fact, when he comes in for the hot pit, once he's done with all 3 laps, he comes in. The car is tail whipping. So
that's what you saw Farm Truck drilling into it.
That's correct.
When Erin was helping.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he was actually. So there's 2 tubes inside. There's an inner tube, and then there's an outer tube. And what we had to do was, we didn't have any more time to weld it. We did not have a welder. And we knew that if we lost that race, it was going to be 2/3, best 2 out of 3 out of all of them. So it was best 2 out of 3 wins Mega Race for our events. And Erin had already won the autocross. We knew if we just forfeited the drag race, he would win. So we had no choice but to try and make it to the drag race. And drilling those holes was our only option. So we started drilling those holes, and we knew that we had to put 2 on each side to actually hold it. And so 2 grade 8 bolts went on each side, and it went from a 12 bolt to a 14 bolt real quick. And Erin helped, man. He was sitting there right by us, and he wanted to help. He knew that he didn't know whether he was stepping on sacred ground, or if he was stepping on our toes, or if he was getting in our way, but he wanted to help, man. We were going to take all the help we can get at that point. And it's the guy that we had to race that wanted to help the most, so I think that's pretty cool of him.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
So drilled those holes, and a gentleman helped us out there by the name of Sammy Maloof. He was a stunt coordinator out there. He was just trying to keep everyone safe at the track. He helped us out a bunch, more than we can even talk about. And then so we got it all in there. That took about an hour and a half to get it fixed. Got to the drag strip just before sundown, essentially, and got the race. It was 2 out of 3. They didn't show the first race. It was similar. Aaron's car wasn't set up for drag racing. That's all there was to it, and he knew it. He didn't try to make any excuses at all. He showed up. Aaron was a couple days late, and he made no excuses for it. Aaron's a man of his word, man. He showed up and he didn't try to negotiate. All he wanted to do was have a good time and race, and that he proved it. So hats off to you, Aaron. That was stand up. But he lost the drag race fair and square. He knew he was going to lose that. I think he had enough power, but his tires, he had so much camber in the tires for the autocross course that essentially there wasn't as much surface contact between the tire and the track, and that lost.
Oh, interesting. So
yeah.
he wasn't getting traction.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. It's just the edges of the tire were really touching the surface, and then he didn't have drag tires on it. He had autocross tires on it, which we made a point to be able to change that. We've got the Mickey Thompsons on it now. On the show, they actually have a saying that the car's tires made us horrible.
Okay. Yeah, I saw a lot of comments about that.
Yeah, and so that's what happens though whenever you're saying something, when they're asking you, hey, what tires are it in? Where was it wrapped in? Like, oh, was it wrapped in Mickey Thompson tires? Yeah, it was. But not the picture they showed.
So that's editing.
Yeah, that's the voice. We didn't know that what we were saying was going to be a voiced over an image, which it just happens, man. We don't beat ourselves up over it, but we like to answer the questions that come up if there's any when it comes to what we say and the contradictions. There's always going to be contradictions, man. So the camper show was last minute. That was last day. Had it laying around, got it for farm truck, and man, last day he buttoned that thing up. He cut all these little edges and made it fit. A lot of people don't like it, but I think it's cool as hell.
I love it.
They didn't show us really working on this part of it and perfecting this flare. This was all rolled in like the factory intended. And once we got out there, and once the car had settled in the trailer and we unloaded it, man, we realized that it was going to cut the tires in the autocross race and the drag race if she squatted. So at that point, it was a scramble. We went out and bought baseball bats and did the whole baseball
bats.
Yeah, we rolled baseball bats and anything we could to try to get those flares to roll out. We did the same with the front a little bit, mostly on the inside. But this is all baseball bat work right here at the track. But yeah, so it's yeah, man, she's solid. She's a solid car. We had a lot of problems with the shifter. I misshifted a lot in a couple of our shakedown passes in this third gear, but we found out that the shifter was broken, and then had to replace the shifter. That was like at 3 a.m. at our buddy's shop, Sammy's, and helped us fix the shifter. Made it easier for me to reach because I've got freaking T-Rex arms, I guess, and made a lot of changes before the race just to make sure that she didn't break. Man, we love this car, man. We love it. It's cool as hell to us. And she did what she was supposed to do. She's not a great autocross car, and she's not a great drag car, but she's a little bit of both, and she's definitely fun to drive.
Well, you know what she is good at? Is pulling other cars out of holes.
War? You can't mess with this car in a tug of war. Dang, a burnout contest, dude. This thing.
Summer Nat's car, man.
Dude, it is.
Mm-hmm.
It is, man. She'd be good at it. She'd be good drift. She'd be a good little drift car.
Oh, that'd be fun.
But I don't know. Farm Truck's got some ideas for it.
Yeah, he said something about changing the heads out and some other stuff.
Yeah, we'll see.
So,
I don't know. The Pontiac parts are expensive, man. That's the thing. That's why a lot of guys don't build those Pontiacs because they're just so expensive, and you're limited on what you can do. I think Chief's the only one that's really taken it to the edge of technology, and he's done a good job at it. So, and it was just pure fluke that we ended up with the Pontiac as well, and we're stuck with it. So, yeah, man. But if anybody doesn't have any questions, we're gonna rock out, brother. So. Here's the Farm Bird. Make sure to watch the clip show next Monday night where they show some of the deleted scenes from Mega Race. And I'm Asian. You're at the Firehouse.